Here in Utah, a lot of people are getting into new homes. They like the feel of the new paint, the new options, the new trim colors, and Arrive Homes is a good option, especially down in the Salem area and that area. Today, we've got one that we're going to look at and trying to get financing into. It is a 4,100 square foot home. It is at what is it? 697.9.
Yep.
697.9. The one interesting part with this is one of the numbers that I look at a lot is the dollars per square foot. Right now in the state, we're about $208 to $210 a square foot average. This house is actually $169 a square foot. So it's less than the average, which to get a new home, so you get a new home, it's less expensive. There's no HOA. It's on just over a quarter of an acre of land, and it's brand new. So Brian, how do we get into a brand new house at 697.9?
Great question, Doug. Well, the in this price range, you're gonna be looking at a down payment of some kind, unless you're a veteran. If you have VA benefits, which is pretty common actually. Other than that, you're going to be looking at down payments. So if I just ran a couple of scenarios here. So if you bought this thing for that price, the $697,900, and put 5% down on just a regular 30-year fixed rate mortgage, your payment's going to be about $4,000, $4,082 plus your taxes and insurance. So you'd be about $4,600 a month.
That's not too bad.
Not too bad, yeah. For a big old house like that, that's a big house. How many square feet is that? 4,000 what?
4,100 square feet.
Yeah, that's a big house.
4,100 square feet. They don't finish the basement.
Yeah.
So you've got a completely unfinished basement that you can do and add to the value, as you move through. Plus, Salem is one of the, dare I say, hidden gems in Utah County.
Yeah.
It is a quiet, quaint little place. They just about 10 years ago got a new high school in there. So it's got a pond that runs right in the middle of town that they do a lot of stuff with. Right now we're in the Christmas time, so they have Christmas lights. They have a light display floating in the water, not the house, but the Christmas lights.
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah.
Anyway, great little place. And like I said, Arrive is a good thing. It's a good company. With the builders, a lot of times right now with builders, they have extra incentives that they offer. Do you know if they have any extra incentives?
They now and again they come and go. I know other builders have thrown 3% concessions, included those. And a lot of times they want you to use their preferred lender. We happen to be the preferred lender of Arrive Homes, by the way. But
that's great.
Yeah. They do the job. But let me give you another option. Let's say there's an incentive attached to this. I'm not sure if they're advertising that, but if there is one, if it's 3%, what do you do with 3%, Doug? 3% of the sales price is going to be about, what is that? It's going to be
$21,000.
Yeah, about $21,000, right? So what would you do with that?
My math teacher would love me.
Math whiz. Yeah. So $21,000. I don't know if other than that, it might make up for everything else.
Right.
Teachers might not like
that's true.
Yeah. That's similar.
Sorry, Mr. Steck. No.
Yeah. Sorry about that. But if you had $21,000 concession is what we call it from the seller, what do you do with it? Well, you could reduce the sales price and drop your payment by a couple $100 maybe, or you could use it to buy down your interest rate. Doug, what about this?
You can buy down interest rates?
Yeah. So right now, if you wanted to pay a fee, see, me as a lender, I don't care what rate you get or you want. It doesn't really matter to me. All lenders care about is what's called the yield. So if you want to get a lower interest rate, you can pay a fee to get that interest rate lowered. No difference to the lenders don't care. And it works the same in reverse. So the higher the rate, the lower the cost, and it works inversely like that. So if you wanted to use some of that money, that concession money from the seller, you could buy down the interest rate even on a temporary basis. So Doug, check this out. So let's say you're looking at a payment of let's say your payment's going to be. Wait a minute, I'm on the wrong screen. Here we go. Let's say your payment's going to be $46.60 a month, right?
Right.
Forever.
Okay.
And that will adjust with taxes, but that's basically your payment forever. What would you do, Doug, if I said I can get you a payment for the first year to be $3,840? Same house.
Almost $800 less.
Yeah.
Boy, I mean, at $3,800, that's. I mean, you're now in that $450,000 price point. So
Correct.
You're gonna get a $697,000 house for the same as you would a $500,000 house.
Right. And that's temporary. Now that's temporary. So what happens is, let's say I'm using a rate of 6.25%, right? So a 2-1 buy down simply means, hey, seller, we're going to give you that $21,000, right? We're gonna prepay interest for 2 years.
Okay.
So the first year, your payment's going to be based on a 4.25% rate, and that makes your payment $3,800, right? The second year, your payment goes up about up to $4,200, and then years 3 through 30, it reverts back to the $4,600 payment. And you say, well, why would I want to do that? It's just temporary. Well, a few reasons. One, let's say, for example, you get raises every year, your income is increasing. And depending on what your exact income is, but a typical person who would qualify for a mortgage like this, if they had an income increase of 3 or 4% a year, that would cover it. Secondly, what if you wanted to finish, this is one with the unfinished basement, right?
Correct.
What if you wanted to finish the basement and you're saving $821 a month? You could almost cash your basement out in the first couple of years. You know what I mean? Or borrow it for somewhere else or something like that.
Well, and finish it. I mean, typically with new construction, you could finish your basement. They don't do the landscaping in the back,
right.
So you could, like you said, cash out and do your fencing and your landscaping in the backyard. But if you redid the basement and then did the basement and then went back and refinanced in a year and a half. How long would you refinance?
Depends what the market does. So if the market improves and the outlook's pretty decent with inflation, we think is peaked out.
we hope.
Depends who you're talking. We hope, but right now we've seen rates go. They're off their highs. They were way over. They're hitting over 7%, and they've backed down to the kind of the low 6s now. So they're doing better.
Good. You know, and one of the things that I worry about is we have a lot of buyers that are looking for homes that are just holding. They're waiting for interest rates to come down. They're waiting for things to change a little bit. They're waiting for some more stability in the market. But if the interest rate for some reason all of a sudden drops 1%, there's going to be hundreds of buyers in the market, which means no more inventory. And it also means that the houses on the market, the prices will start to go back up because there's going to be no inventory to buy.
Yeah, once that demand picks up, because we saw the demand really back off when rates went up. That's right. It's pretty clear. So, and we're down not quite 1%, but almost 1% from the peak. And it depends who you want to talk to, listen to. I don't know. The prediction I'm kind of sticking with, Doug. We're sticking with this one.
Okay, we got it.
Next year we'll see a little bit of improvement rate wise, maybe in the 5s even. That's possible. So we'll have to see what happens.
All right. Well, there you go. Well, let's get you into a new house, get you into an arrive home, and let's see what kind of magic we can work for you.
Deal.